All right, Fast Finish Results gang. Got a little video for you today. I know there's many different parts of Athletic Live, and it's pretty confusing until you kind of get an understanding of all the components. So that's what we're trying to do. I have a little overview here on my Magic whiteboard. Okay, I think we're pretty good. Remember, I'm a timer, not a video maker. So we're looking at the components of Athletic Live, and there's 4 parts I want to show you today. And there also is run meet, which we're going to switch to after the college meets. So, and I'm just going to list these out. Athletic Local, that's just a background process. It's kind of like an engine that drives it. We don't do anything other than turn it on. Then there's 2 other parts, 2 and 3, that are web-based. Athletic Local Admin and Local Host. Admin is kind of where you run the meet, set it up, and whatnot. The local host is so we don't have to change our settings every meet. Otherwise, we'd have to go into local admin and trying to get this straight and do a bunch of adjusting. So local host is just to make it more user friendly. And then we have Athletic Scoreboard. And Athletic Scoreboard is only for our LED boards. And it's got a number of great features. So those are the 4 for today. Run meet is a whole nother animal, and that's replacing High Tech, the rat infested program. So that's kind of what we got there. We'll teach you about that later. I'm going to zero in on my keyboard now. Notice I have the picture of those LED boards. Okay, and hopefully this will work. Okay, so we got our nice little picture from last week. So the first thing we got to do is, see my cursor? We have to go to this Athletic Local. Okay, all right, or Live Local. That comes up. I got 2 of them up, and all it is this. Okay, that's that background process, just kind of running in the background. So we always leave that open. If that gets shut down, our whole live situation stops. Okay, and I realize there's a glare on here. Okay, then the next part, you go to the web. Okay, and I have these bookmarked. Here's our Athletic Live admin and our local host live. Okay, let's take a look at Athletic Live admin. Our passwords, top security, always my email, which will pop up, and Robert 13. Okay, so that'll boot up. Okay, so then we, if you hit our meets, I can go into the past meet. Coming up is River Falls, Olaf Invitational. So you can view that on the admin page, and it's here, and it'll look like something like this. Okay, now Denise knows some of this, the field event apps. Okay, and manage events. But let's go to the edit situation first, and this is where I set up meets. Okay, the name goes in there, and there's abbreviated. It's indoor track, it's Athletic Live. Those are all just standard. Then if a college meet, we go there, the size of the track, the dates. Okay, you got to find Central Time. Publish this meet. You need to do that, or it won't show up on that live page. Location, you just find that. Select a meet credit. Now, each of these are different price, standard. It's about 20 bucks, 25 bucks. Pro meat is like 40, and pro field meat is up there around 60. Now I get a discount because it's I have so many meats. Live scoreboard. So the scoreboard that we see on our web page comes out of Finish Links. Okay, some other things. This would be showing the cues and the bubble time. Split grid, we got to have that checked if we're going to splits. The running time and FAT are the same, Finish Links. Live scoreboard, live field scoreboard is athletic field. If we wanted to show the wind readings, that's outdoors. Okay, now just to take a gander, and Denise has been working with this field event apps. Okay, so in order to make this run, we've got to upload the files, okay, the links, lynx.evt, and the links, lynx people. And those are updated when we push the button in HiTech, update files. So that's kind of that. I hope I can, oh shoot, get out of there. Okay, we're going back in. And then the events will pop up here. Here are the codes for those. Okay, so these are our events from last time. You have to edit each event. In other words, set it up. Okay, most of the events, metric, how many attempts. In the field, we don't set up prelims and finals. We just put 6 in here. And then the tablet workers can do that. Okay. All right. Now the jump, the verticals. Right here, the high jump, edit flight. Okay, it's metric. Okay, there is no 5 alive or anything. That's not in the NCAA rules. So we set the progression of heights, and we can do that right at our table instead of the kids doing it at the event. So meters is first, centimeters 20. We're going to go up by 5, and the number of heights we made were 15. Okay, so then you got to calculate heights, and then you save flight. Okay, now that's field events, and I think we're pretty close to having that. One thing too, Denise knows, like when an event's over, at the end of the meet, and most other timers, they haven't figured this out, so I feel pretty good. So if there's a live event, it would say live here. Okay, we just have to take it out of live. You don't delete the scoreboard, but there will be a button saying take out of live, because then it doesn't have at the top of the page, you know, this live event, and it's kind of a joke. The meet's over for 3 days. So that's kind of this admin or athletic live admin. That's kind of it here. Assign splits. So I'll show you this. This is kind of automatic. You put your size track and it does this. We don't have to type them in. Boom, it's done. Okay. So let's go back. That's all I'm going to show you in admin or athletic local admin. Now we are going to go to, here's local. We just were athletic live admin. Now we're going to local host athletic live. Now remember, this is a program designed to make it so you don't have to set up all the settings and whatnot. Okay, you always got to choose active meet. I have St. Olaf Invitational, whatnot. Okay, one thing down here too is the images that go into the result, and you got to make sure you restart that. Denise knows that I missed that on at least 1 or 2 meets, and it won't make the images. Okay, so we're in there. Okay, change. Okay, and this is kind of where you run this thing. Set it up. It's always online sync. In other words, it'll take it from the web. Here's where our finished links files are basically .lff, which are field, .lif, which is kind of the running events. We have to find the high-tech database. Well, we're using high-tech. There is something I want to show you in Finder. Okay, come on. Okay, the high-tech database is messing shit up. Okay. Oh boy, the desktop. Have to look. Run me, track me. High-tech databases. Okay, now here's something to know. Here's 25. We got indoor and outdoor. I'm just going to indoor. Okay, now here's the, where is that? Invitational, right there. If you right-click it, okay, you can go copy as path, okay, and it'll be the address to get there, okay, and then you would copy, just paste it in there, and that's so the system can get to the database. Remember, Denise knows this. In high-tech, you have to open it in multiple user. Autosync, okay, and here's all the things, you just set this up in advance, okay, you realize, and then you submit, okay, so that's localhost. Remember, admin and localhost live are web-based, so you can go to those anywhere in the world and set up your meet and run it, okay. Okay, so now athletic scoreboard. Okay, so you got that athletic scoreboard, see it? Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so you go down here, it's in the taskbar. Okay, athletic scoreboard. It takes a bit of time to bring it up. Okay, so we got it. Okay, we'll go home. You got to select your meet, and it is set up already. Okay, remember this is LEDs. And then we got all these scoreboards. Okay, so two board live track. Let me look down here. Two board live track is what I was using for the finish line board. Okay, close test, and that is right there. Oops. Okay, hopefully you can see it down there because I can't make it on the screen because it's set up off the screen. So you can see that, runtime, whatever. Okay, then let's go down to, oops, save that. You want to save that as you keep changing stuff. Okay, live field is down low, and really how we have it set up is these two layouts. Okay, for whatever board you want to put up, you have to pick your what you want. And high jump, blah, triple. I shouldn't have messed with it, but here's women pole vault. Okay, and then you would push set data. Okay, so you want to save that somehow. All right, high jump, save. Okay, there it is. Now you're gonna start that, but let's just go to edit. There's these test boards. If you see me put something up on it's not the right data. Okay, so here's what you see down here. This is like a field event. I can't really see shot put. Okay, I'm hoping you can see that. Okay, down low, maybe not. Okay, so hopefully you can. I'm just trying to see if you can see it. Oh, it's over there. Okay, so that's what that is, and then the test boards you got to close. Okay, save. Okay, now if you start it, the meat's got to be running and the kids got to have the tablets. So don't worry. Here's our, that's high jump. Okay. Shot. No. What was that other one? Oh, that was a throw. So now, then shot, put, edit. You got to save it always what you pick. And that allows us to flip between events, horizontal, open test board. Okay. And that's okay. So this is, we're using this for high jump. Okay. Okay. So you can see down here now, again, you have to set these screens to be off the main desktop, and so they're out on Netherlands and they show up on the boards. So this is that setting. The widths, each of the carts is 288 wide and 144 high, but in order to make things kind of appear better, we got to set those numbers. So that's close, and then you can, there's a bunch of other stuff, but that's kind of the advanced. Okay, you basically know that. One of the things I just wanted to be able to show is, you know, these scripts. So what we're doing right now, field events, and we open two of them. They're two board card, it should say. But that's what we did with the big board. Live. It's up here. Here's cross country, but we ain't using that now. That really looked cool. Two board live track. So I'll try to label them so they make sense a little better. Here I have for St. Thomas, Foursquare live. That's another one. Here's their stadium board I set up so they could have live field events. We weren't doing that last year. So anyway, that's the scoreboard. Okay, those are the parts. So we'll get to, I'm gonna go back, trying to be the teacher I used to be here. You know, we've got our, what we just did, Athletic Live, all the parts, Athletic, that little engine, local background process, the two web spots, you always go to the web. On the computers we're using, they're bookmarked, and then the scoreboard, which is what we're using for LED boards, both our portable and big stadium boards. Run meet will be in the advanced course. Okay, 18 minutes. I'll say goodbye. I got my Commander shirt on. They lost last week. I wanted them to get in the Super Bowl. I got a new haircut, so we're all looking good. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you.